Hello guys, good morning. It's currently 6:35 or 40 or something like that in the morning. Uh, I had a script ready and I thought this would be the perfect time to share it with you because, it felt very ambient, the morning environment and all that. Let's get into it. So, let me know if you can relate to this. Suppose you have a goal that you're working towards, something that you wanted to achieve maybe your entire life. So you work hard and you work your ass off. Maybe it's to show off to your friends or your family, or maybe it's some other true meaning, some other reason of finding your purpose or something like that. But then eventually, after working your ass off, one day you just stop doing what you're doing and you quit it entirely. Or what's more likely is you work towards it, but then over a period of time you stagnate and eventually you just stop doing what you're doing. The end result is the same. Now, you probably beat yourself up about this every single day, so I'm not here to do that. I'm here to talk to you about a certain mindset, a shift in the way of your thinking. This will help you achieve quite literally all of your goals. It'll help you become more at peace with yourself. Let's take an analogy here. Let's say you've been working out for the good part of the last 2 years. You have a pretty good physique, you are either lean or you're bulky, and you're closer to achieving your dream physique. Now, let's say you've missed 2 days. Maybe it's on purpose, maybe it's due to your laziness, maybe it's due to some other genuine reason where you're genuinely tired or you had some work to do. Do you think this is going to erase all of your past discipline, all of the work that you've put in for the last 2 years? Obviously not, right? If you have been working out for the good part of the last 2 years and you missed 2 days, your work that you put in the last 2 years would never disappear. This is the analogy of mindset that we have to take into our personal lives. You need to understand that if you've been working on something, or if you're starting to work on something, just because you missed a day, or just because you missed one task, does not mean that all of your progress is lost. Let's say you have a masturbation addiction, and you're thinking about this in a streak mentality. Now, I don't blame you because that's how we've been taught through social media. Let's say you have this addiction and you're thinking in a streak mentality where suddenly, okay, from now on, I'm not going to do this for days and I'm going to keep count of the days that I'm not going to do it. You know how stupid that sounds, yeah? Because you're pretty much forcing your brain to never forget your addiction. Isn't that what we want? To forget that we even had an addiction in the first place. So when you do think of it in a streak mentality, when you miss a day due to your addiction, you're going to beat yourself about it. You're going to think, since I am back to day zero, might as well keep doing it. And I'll start fresh tomorrow. I'll start anew tomorrow. This mentality is the most destructive. It is the most destructive as well to your progress and to your life in general. Now, everything that I've said so far leads us to one single mindset. It is that you have to think about everything that you do, not in a streak mentality, but in a volume over time mentality. In a volume over a long period of time, in fact. Let's say you have the same masturbation addiction, but instead of thinking in a streak mentality, you think of let's say you have a masturbation addiction, and instead of thinking of it in a streak mentality, you think of it in a volume over time mentality. So let's say generally in a month you do this 15-16 times. Try to do it 12 to 13 times the next month. Try to do it 10 to 11 the next, and try to keep reducing it over a long period of time. What I advise you is to keep track of all of this in a book. Mark out the days of the month, and every time you fall into your bad habits, put a tick next to that column of the day, of the activity. This does not mean that if you miss one day, you can just keep going at it, because you are at day zero, right? No, that's not how it works. You are never at day zero after doing a particular activity. You keep going at it, you keep tracking, and you keep trying to break your addiction. And it's an addiction, right? It's something that you've built up over a long period of time, months, maybe years. So it's pretty much illogical to suddenly think, one random day, I'm gonna completely stop doing it and I'm gonna measure the days as well. This streak mentality is pretty much illogical, is what I'm trying to say. Now, this mindset shift is a little difficult to engrave into your mind, to convince yourself that it's okay to miss a day, to focus on the getting back into it part rather than the number of days part. If you go through with it, if you stick to it even during the days that are hard, I guarantee you that you will achieve a lot of the things that you want in life. You will be able to prioritize the things that matter most. And most importantly, you will be at peace with yourself. Let me know if this helped you in the comments down below. Subscribe to Him Protocol, and I'll see you in the next one.